Alright, I thought I'd do a quick video for the people that have sulcatas out here, or that just have sulcatas, so you can kind of see what my setup looks like. It's pretty simple for the most part. Just some, I guess you'd put them garden timbers that I basically built a box out of. I sunk a couple down in the ground so she can't dig out. Put a doghouse in there now that she's a little bit bigger, and if you look in her doghouse, if it's bright enough, she has a nice little hole that she's been digging so she can stay out of the heat. I'm here in Oklahoma. It's, well, today it's 102 degrees out, so she needs somewhere she can go to get out of the heat. Got a little pond right here that she gets in all the time. Loves her pond. I put fresh water in it, usually in the morning, usually in the evening time. And there's Spike. Didn't know it was going to be a female, so she got the name Spike whenever she was, well, 58 grams whenever I bought her about 3 years ago. She's getting pretty good size right now. She does a lot of grazing in here. Also, she grazes out in the main yard, which is through here. She finds all kinds of good grass and weeds and things to eat on, and got a, well, somewhat of a garden. It's producing pretty well, but she gets some veggies and stuff out there here and there. I don't give them to her as a primary diet, just little treats here and there. But she likes her pen. Got her another little shade spot right there, but she likes it. She gets around in here pretty good, and she'll probably get moved out of this one by next summer, and I will build something else in the yard to get her something a little bit bigger. I mean, it's a good size, but for me personally, I think she needs something a little bit bigger by next year. She's going to grow quite a bit more. You see how big she is already? Just to give you a little reference on how big she is, I'll put my hand next to her and you can kind of get an idea of how big she is. I mean, you know, fairly good size. Uh-oh, I think she's going to try to get me. She's going to try to get me. She probably thinks I'm trying to grab her food or something. She'll ram me whenever I do that. She's a good tortoise. Just real curious, and she'll follow me around, eat food out of my hands. She's good for the most part. Uh-oh. And she'll ram him out of the way if he's trying to get her food, so she can take care of herself. But just for all you sulcata lovers out there, this is a pretty simple setup that I did. If you look, I don't really close this anymore, but I used to close it when she was smaller to keep predators out, but it's a lid for it. Little green, I don't know what you call it, welded wire, 1x2 welded wire that's coated. And that just, you know, keep other cats, coons, anything out that could have got to her. But now she's getting pretty good size and has her hole that she digs in. Last year I didn't put it on her all the time either, but as you can see, I got a tarp, so if it's going to rain or anything like that, I'll lay that down and lay 3/4 of the tarp over it, just so she gets in the rain. She likes it, but for the most part she can stay out of the rain and stay dry. If you look over here, since they are desert species, I try not to let too much grass grow. I got the grass pretty much dead here, and it's just dirt, and you know, she has a little bit of grass she can still eat on, but try not to, you know, make it a jungle in here, because, well, they don't live in jungles. So there you go. So give you a little idea of the way I set up my pen. She's about 3.5 years old and doing great.